had such small goals when we started. Like we were so excited to make $500 in 8 hours with, drips and injections and weight. Now, if we don't do 5,000 in a day, we're like, what happened for today? And so it's just the mindset of keep growing never stops, and helping people never stops. Like, what can we do to help the next person? Because in functional health, there's just so much more that you can do than just what we thought at first what we could do.
Congratulations for earning over $9,000 in gross sales in the last week. Like, well,
thank you.
It's amazing. Yeah, you
can actually make that 12K now.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's so awesome to see you just launched and you just came out of the door running and you're just doing incredible.
So I just, I was able to finally, launch. It took me a little while. And there was a lot of mindset shifts that had to happen. And that was where, you came into play, Helen, Corey, just all of the amazing women that this village of women that just empower you. They really kind of helped me just break out of my shell and just go for it. And then once I did that, I kind of had to give myself the permission, like, this is what you want, just put it all out there, like, and the world is going to receive it. And then after that, I started getting this huge response from clients that really need the services that I'm offering. And it's just been really exciting to be able to make an impact on their lives.
Something wasn't clicking. I wasn't able to help the amount of people that I wanted at the level that I wanted at the rate where I didn't feel burned out. And so I was just not really clear on what I wanted. I didn't have a lot of belief in myself that I could do what I wanted to do. So I was apprehensive at first because it's hard to invest in yourself, right? But it's so meaningful. All the times in my life where I've invested in myself, whether it's a health coach, a dietitian, a business coach, a life coach, like I have soared to amazing places. And so first caveat is just invest in yourself. And that's so important. I have 4 times my client base. Within 2 months of working with you, Heather, I made more in my coaching business than I did in my nursing business, that hasn't happened in 5 years, even though I've put in way more hours. Like,
it's incredible. And so amazing how you've been able to grow your client base so quickly and be able to increase your income so much and surpass nursing.
And one of the other most important things is I freaking believe in myself. I always thought I did, but now it's like you can do this. And the thought that I have it, literally everything inside of me to make my dreams and my goals happen.
I think my first hesitation, I think with most people, is like either the time or the financial aspect of it. Both of which were hesitations of mine. Actually, I homeschool. I have 3 kiddos and I homeschool all 3 of them. I work, like aside from my business, I work. And I do like all of the cooking, like I cook every single meal. I do all the cleaning. So I do a lot of things. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to start my own business. But it's true. I would never have been able to start my own business if I didn't have guidance, because I wouldn't know where to start. It would have taken me a lot longer, even if I would have, found the information online. And then in terms of other hesitations, just like the financial aspect of it. But, I realized that I'm investing in myself and it's paying off and so quickly, surprisingly. So that was like the big hesitation in terms of starting the program, just like the finding the time and the financial aspect. So if anyone's like hesitant, like I can't find the time, there's time. You'll realize that there's time. You're going to prioritize what's important to you. And like, I thought I didn't have any time. I have 3 kiddos. We just got to one of my kiddos' sports practice. I'm literally in the parking lot right now. And I'm with my other kiddos here in the car with me. And I'm finding a way to make time for what is a priority for me. So I know if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Enrolled 6 clients within 10 days. And after that, I was encouraged to consider increasing my price. And so I doubled my price, and I've gotten 4 more clients after that. And it just encouraged me that I have a very valuable program, and that the results that I was seeing in my clients, that my program was worth more than what I was giving it. And so I've actually raised my price again. So it's just given me so much value in knowing that I know what I know, and my clients are doing so well. And that's encouraging. I'm living the dream that I've wanted to for so long. It's given me the opportunity to work online and living off grid.
When I first joined the academy, it was a very interesting time in my life. I had just finished a coaching certification. I was working a job that I was miserable in, and my husband had given me the green flag to just quit my job and find something that really makes me happy. And I was like, wow. And I came across you, or you found me, and however that transpired, it kind of is a blur at this point, but it all happened for a reason, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect. So right before this, I was in a pretty dark place as far as what am I doing with my life after quitting my job, the job in the corporate world, the hospital, working from home. It was like, this is not what I'm meant to be doing. So behind the computer screen was like sucking the soul out of my life and my body. And I just said, I have to do something. So when you came into my world, I gave it a go, and I just trusted God's timing, and it's been a journey.
Amazing. Welcome to the masterclass. So excited to have you all here today. Let us know in the comments below what type of work you do, what type of business you have, where you're from. So excited to come live and present with you the social media masterclass. So if you are here to learn more about how to use social media to grow your business for more income and impact, then you are in the right place. So I'm really excited to get this party started. This is going to be so much fun today. I'm also going to be sharing my screen later on in the class to be showing you examples of what I'm talking about so that you can have a real visual experience to see exactly what I mean as I'm doing the training. So if you're not familiar with me, my name is Heather Colledge. I've been in online business now for 11 years, and I have helped hundreds of clients start and grow their businesses and scale with sales, marketing, and systems for next level freedom. So this is my passion. This is what I love to do. And so basically how it all got started is I was working as an ICU nurse for 8 years, and I was really passionate about health and fitness, really wanted to help more people, stay out of the hospital and help them get healthy. So back in May of 2015, I started with a health and wellness network marketing company. And it was awesome to finally get paid outside of my employer, to be able to help people get healthy and watch them transform. It was the most fulfilling thing that I'd ever done. As a nurse in the ICU, I was really working, nights, holidays, weekends, so tired of being away from my family, working 12-hour shifts. We had our 2 little boys, and I was missing them, missing out on bedtimes and all the things. And my husband was working rotating schedules. He's in law enforcement. So one of us had to be home with the boys while the other one was at work. We never saw each other. So I just looked at my future and I thought, I don't want this to be my life for another 30 years, let alone another 5 years or even another year. So what can I do to help me be able to stay home with my kids, my family, and be able to earn income at the same time, because we couldn't live off my husband's income alone. So I knew that I had to be bringing in some finances to be able to help our family survive. So I saw, the health and wellness company as a way to be able to do that, start helping people get healthy. So I was with that company for 5 years, very highly ranked. I was a 3-star diamond, had thousands of people in my downline. And I had taught dozens and dozens of people also how to start their businesses within that company. But what I discovered is I was building someone else's dream, someone else's business. It wasn't actually my own business. And I really wanted to have something of my very own where I got to create the program. I get to work with people on a deeper level, and I get to choose all the rules and how things go, right? And so I was really nervous to leave that because I was able to walk away from nursing 2 years after I started that health and wellness company. And that was incredible to be able to walk away from nursing. I replaced my income. I remember the day that I put in my 2 weeks notice, I was so nervous and crying, but I had done it, I'd replaced that income, but still I was so nervous to walk away from this career that I had spent so many years, working as, and so much effort and time putting in for my education. So it was really hard for me, but my husband just reminded me, he's like, this is what you want. This is where you want to go. And so I put in the 2 weeks. I was so excited that night. We actually went to a neighborhood pool party, and I was playing Ring Around the Rosies in the swimming pool with my little boys. And I was just crying tears of joy. It was so incredible. And so now I have not worked as a nurse for 9.5 years. I do keep my license active, but I have not worked as a nurse and been building my business ever since for the last 11 years. So eventually, January 2020 is when I finally started my own business. September of 2019, I lost my dad very unexpectedly. And that really opened my eyes as to how short life really is. And I knew that I would regret it the rest of my life if I never started my own business, because I had been thinking about it for 2 or 3 years. I knew that it was the direction I wanted to go, but I was so scared. I was so nervous. I had no idea if it would work. I had no idea if people would hire me. And so I was so scared to leave that company that, with that income that allowed me to walk away from nursing, because I had no idea if my own business would work. But I eventually got up the courage, just understanding that life is too short. I will regret this the rest of my life if I never start my own business. So I finally started end of January 2020. And it went Amazingly well. I was crying tears of joy when I signed my first few clients, literally. Earned 15,000 in sales in the first month, 200,000 in the first year. And now we've crossed over 4 million in the last 6 years. So this is exactly what I love teaching other nurses, coaches, and health professionals to do so that you can be successful and have this level of freedom and fulfillment in your life as well. Last night I was jumping on the trampoline with my 10-year-old and like watching him play basketball, and I just looked around and realized that this is the life that I prayed for and have been working so hard for these last 11 years. And it's just all come to fruition, and it's the most incredible thing. I'm so grateful, and I'm so incredibly blessed. And I know that I couldn't have gotten here without a lot of help, from God, from my family, and it's just been an incredible journey. So I'm really excited to share more with you today how you can achieve the same. So I'm a 7-figure business coach. I'm the CEO of Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. This is where I help you have more freedom, fulfillment, and financial independence through scaling your business with sales, marketing, and systems. This is what I'm very good at, and I love to teach. And so I have been featured in a couple of different magazines. And this one in particular, the Goss magazine for women entrepreneurs. So that was an honor to be a contributing writer and then also featured another time. That was very cool. And then we earned the 2025 Inc. Regionals Award. You can see it back there by the flowers last year. So, we were able to accomplish that. We had 105% business growth between 2021 and 2023. So that was a huge award that was really exciting to achieve. And what really lights me up the most is just seeing our clients succeed, watching them grow, watching them, just excel in their confidence, in what they're learning and what they're implementing. It's really my favorite thing to watch them, have so much fun knowing exactly how to make their business grow and to really flourish and thrive. So be sure to stick around to the end. I'm giving away $3,000 in prizes and fast acting bonuses. So stick around to the end. The first thing I'd love for you to do, if we're not already connected as friends on Facebook, I'd love for you to send me a friend request. So my assistant Cassie is going to go ahead and plug that into the chat and the comments on Facebook with the link to send me a friend request. So if we're not already connected, please do that. Otherwise, you won't see any of my posts or content on Facebook. So that's going to be important. And the second thing I'd love for you to do is to send me the word hello if we haven't yet talked in Facebook Messenger. So Facebook will not allow me to send you a message unless you message me first. So any questions you have, so that I can send you resources, freebies, like documents, tools to help you grow your business. So if you want access to those, be sure to send me the word hello in Facebook Messenger so that I can have a conversation with you. We can talk back and forth and I can help you with your questions. So I was working as a nurse when I started online health coaching. Like I talked about, I had 200 friends on Facebook, no Instagram account, never posted on social media, and I am a huge introvert. So I know a lot of you probably who were either in corporate or working, if you're a nurse or a health professional, you may have started out at a point where you never post on social media. And that's exactly how I was. I'm a very private person. I don't love putting myself out there. But my fear of staying in the same place, being stuck, working in the hospital for the next 30 years, nights, holidays, weekends, was far greater than my fear of putting myself out there and being courageous enough to be able to help other people, right? And so putting myself out there on social media, I just understood it as a way to be able to reach and help people and serve. And so when you can shift your mindset to that, it'll really change everything. Like I knew I had to be courageous. This is not my natural self to put myself out there. I'm a huge introvert. I like my quiet time at home, but I knew I had to get out of my comfort zone. And I was willing to do that for my family and for their future. I knew that if I just stayed stuck in my fear, working as a nurse for the next 30 years, I would continue to miss out on moments with my family, working nights, holidays, weekends, 12-hour shifts. And so for the last 11 years, I've posted on multiple social media platforms almost every single day. So that's over 3,000 posts. I've learned the trends, the tricks, the strategies, what actually works to sell on social media. I went from 0 to a 7-figure business in 2 years built 100% on social media with a small audience and no website. You do not need a website to get clients and have a very successful, profitable business. I'm an expert at social media marketing attraction. I've taught hundreds of clients how to attract dream clients so that you can work from anywhere and create true freedom using social media. So here are a few client successes that we've had inside of our academy. Actually, I worked with her 5 years ago. She went from zero, nothing at all, to having a business and replacing her nursing income with coaching. And she's been coaching clients as she travels all around the world. She's been to Bali, England, like all these different amazing places. And she continues to travel the world as she runs her coaching business. Carla had 0 social media accounts, and now she has viral posts on social media and YouTube. She went from 0 to $8,000 months. She was the one talking in the beginning in her car at her kiddos' sports games, and so she's done amazing. Terry, she took another program. She took a nurse coach certification program. It did not teach her how to use social media, how to start her business, or how to get clients, because that's not what they teach in those programs. So it's really important to understand that. We helped her go from 0 to signing multiple $5,000 clients. So I'm really excited to teach you today how to create magnetic posts that attract paying clients, what's actually working on social media right now in 2026, and then also clarity on your messaging and your niche so that you can turn strangers into clients. So I'm also giving away the prizes at the end, so stick around. So drop a number 1 if you would love to learn how to create magnetic posts that attract paying clients. Let me know if you would love to attract paying clients with social media. Everyone's on social media. Nobody watches commercials anymore, right? Everybody is here on social. Facts tell, stories sell. So really important in your social media to be telling stories about who you are, what you love, what you believe in, why they should hire you, what makes you different than the next coach or service provider or business, right? What makes you unique? Tell client stories, talk about their successes, their results that they're experiencing with you, the aha moments they're having, the transformations that they're achieving with your help, right? That should be on a regular basis, and I'll show you examples of that. Speaking directly to your dream clients. What are their struggles? What do they wish life would look like in 6 months from now? You know, what are their deepest dreams and desires? What are their problems that you can solve? Really speaking to those in your social media posts, calling them out, and also calling them to take action, right? So having a call to action in your posts, have them drop 1 word below in the comments for more info. So whether that word is confidence or program or info, just tell them to send you a message, you know, tell them to click the link to book a call, tell them to click the link to sign up and register, whatever the call to action is in your post. Just make sure you're telling the reader what you want them to do next. And keep it to 1 call to action. So it's not multiple, but just 1. So whatever the purpose of that post is, and whatever you want them to do, you know, make sure that there's the 1 call to action. So there are about 3 types of content really that you'll be creating and posting. There's connect, value, and proof. So connect type content. This is you sharing, you know, telling the stories, relatable content, talking about the struggles that you went through that led you to have the transformation that you had, what you've learned along the way. What are your ideal clients struggling with right now? And when was the time in your life when you were struggling with that exact same thing? When you can tell a story about that, that's how you're going to attract in the exact right clientele that want what you have, that are willing to do the work, and they want to pay you to help them because they've seen that you've been able to overcome the exact thing that they're looking to overcome, right? You've been in that same pain, you figured out how to solve it, and so they're willing to pay you for that solution, right? So share with emotion, tell emotionally charged stories, how you felt, talk about your pains, your fears, your goals, how you were able to overcome those. When they can really feel your vulnerability, your honesty, your emotion, that is what clicks. That makes people go, whoa, like I need to learn from this person, right? Like this person knows exactly what I'm going through, especially when you can use phrases that they say all the time to like their best friend or their partner, right? So what are the phrases that they're saying all the time? I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, I hate the way I look in the mirror. Like whatever specific phrases that maybe even you said when you were in that same place, that is the exact same thing that you help your ideal clients with, right? So the second is value. So what kind of value posts should you share? So this is teaching, educating, how-tos, giving advice. So also running master classes is going to be very beneficial for you in your business. Master classes, workshops, live trainings on a regular basis to really help your audience know, like, and trust you. They need to see how you move, how you talk, what your personality is like, what you believe in, right? And it's hard for them to learn that just from some static selfie posts, right? All they can see is a static picture of you smiling. They need to see like how you move, how you talk. So really important to be sharing that as well. And then number 3, proof. Proof. Can you actually help me? Can I believe that you're legit and that you can help me solve my problem? So client testimonials, how you have helped yourself, your own transformation, and how you've helped other people achieve results. How can you solve their problems, right? So making them feel activated to want to work with you because they see, oh, wow, like this person's had a really amazing transformation, whatever that transformation is, whatever your niche is. You know, this person lost weight, or this person's mindset completely changed, or this person advanced in their career and is now earning more income. Like whatever specific type of coaching that you're doing, then activating them to want to work with you is everything. So if you are looking for more content ideas, like a calendar to follow, feedback on what you're posting, then you can go ahead and click the link to book a call. But first, I'm going to have Cassie drop our social media content calendar link. So Cassie will drop that in the chat and on the comments in Facebook. So if you're looking for more help with your social media on like how to structure your posts, a content calendar of like what to post, what day, then this will show you exactly how to do that. So you can go ahead and click on that link to get your copy of the social media content calendar. That'll walk you through exactly what to do all the time. So if you're listening to me now, and we've already been on this call now for about 20 minutes. So if you are at a point where you're like, I would love to work with Heather, I would love to be in her academy surrounded by these other coaches and nurses and health professionals growing their businesses for next level freedom, then go ahead and click the link to book a call. So Cassie will drop the link to book a call with me. It'll ask you a few questions, so you'll just fill that out. And I strongly recommend booking a call for today because I'm going to have some bonuses that will expire today. So I'll be sharing that in a little bit, but if you can get on the calendar before everyone else, the spaces are very limited. So go ahead and book that. And I'd love to chat with you, or Helen or Corey on my team will chat with you about your goals, what you're wanting to accomplish, and where you want to go. So drop a number 2 in the chat if you would love to learn what's actually working in social media right now in 2026. So what is actually working right now? So what is working in 2026? I talked about live video. People need to see you, hear you. Your voice is everything, right? Pictures of you, reels, stories, B-roll, right? So people need to see how you walk, how you move, what it looks like when you're coaching someone. People need to see who you are to really want to invest in you and to see that you're safe and that you're real, right? And so reels, stories. So I'll show you Instagram, Facebook stories in a minute, but that's a really great way to see who's watching you. And then on Facebook, they really like the long form text posts. So if your captions are telling a story and they're a little bit longer, then that's great. Facebook really loves that because they like to read stories, things you believe, you know, struggles you've overcome. Also using some nice, clear, sharp pictures, right? Where you're smiling. They don't even have to be professional. You know, just use your phone to take some pictures, have someone take pictures of you with your phone. Maybe you're chopping vegetables at the kitchen, working on your computer at your desk. You are coaching people. You are walking down the street. You are reading a book on your couch. You're taking a drink from your mug. Like there's so many different options and ways that you can take videos and pictures of yourself to share. So Instagram, you know, people really love reels right now, especially when you add music to it. It just grabs people's attention. People are scrolling so fast that we want to do whatever we can to grab their attention. And then on LinkedIn, basically copying, pasting the same thing. LinkedIn really likes static pictures more than reels. But if you don't want to take the time to like change your reel into a static photo, just post your reel. That's fine too. So I'll go ahead and share my screen, and I'd love to show you some examples of what I'm talking about on social media so that you can see. So I'll go ahead and click share, and I'll show you some examples. Let me just get to the right place. Let me know if this is helpful for you in the comments. And if you have any specific questions or anything that you would love to see. Okay, so Facebook. These are along the top here. Those are the stories where you can see who's watching you. So if I click on the story, I can see in the bottom left-hand corner all the people who are watching me. So these are your hottest leads. These are the people who want to hire you today. So what can you do with this list of names? You can reach out to them and start a DM conversation. So don't try to sell them something or invite them to your free group in the very first paragraph. It's like comes across as really salesy. So make sure that you just send them, hey, hey Amy, it's great connecting with you. What type, I'm a whatever type coach you are. What type of work do you do? So keeping it really simple like that, just like as what you would say to someone in real life when you're meeting them. So keeping it very like direct. And so things you can post in your stories, you can have an announcement, you can have a link where they can click on that. See, if I click on this in my story, then it takes me to the opt-in page, which a lot of you filled out to be able to come to this training today. So you can put in links to landing pages, freebie opt-ins, Facebook group, website, podcast link, anything you want to send them to. And then you can share the content you're doing on your main feed to your story. So there's a little share button. You just click on that. It'll share it to your story to populate your stories. And then like this is the social media class that's coming. So again, I have the link to be able to opt in for that. So when we look at the main profile, we want to make sure it looks very professional. And I do recommend using your personal account. You can copy paste to a business page too if you want. But the majority of the people who are going to want to hire you, especially in the beginning, are going to be your warm audience. They're going to be friends, family, coworkers, old college roommates, old high school friends, and so on. So we want to make sure we have a nice cover photo. We have a picture of you smiling. We see your eyes, your smile. We have your I help statement, so we know exactly who you help, how you help them, and what is the result you give them. And then over here on the left-hand side, you can add in some links. So if you have a podcast, a website, anything you want to share over there, free community link, and so on. So what's really cool is you can pin your posts to the top. You'll just click on the top right-hand corner of the post, and you'll click pin post, and you can do up to 3 on Facebook and Instagram. So whatever your best call to action posts are, I would pin those to the very top. So that way, when people come to your account, they find you, or maybe you send them a friend request and they come look at your account, they're going to come and check you out first to see if they do want to accept and if they do want to follow you. So that's why it's really important to make sure it looks professional. And also we have pinned at the top your very best call to actions. And then as they're scrolling through, we want to make sure that these posts are created by you. There are pictures and videos of you. And you're not sharing like silly cat videos or family pictures, things like that. Make it look really professional, right? And, quotes, questions, reels. So this is an example of a reel where it's just me at a photo shoot with a video, and then we add some text to it. So that is a B-roll. This is a static photo. This is actually from a Substack article. So you'll see there's a variety of posts, right? So then there's one of me coaching. So you can use something like this for your social media. And then like big, bold background type things like this that really grab people's attention. And then graphics like for an upcoming class. Let's see. And then a live video. So I've done a live video every single week for the last 6 years in my business. So when you get used to doing that, it becomes, you just get comfortable with that. More people see you, they see how you talk, how you move, you're able to give more value. And then, so those are some examples. And then this is like a reel that has a collection of, a picture and a couple of videos. So that's B-roll. And then this is social proof. So every 2 weeks, I talk about all the wins that some of our clients, this isn't all of our clients, but some of them are having. And so it also shows like, here's all the calls that we're doing. Here's the people who are joining the program. So that people from the outside, my audience, can see like, oh, this is the work they're doing. This is how they're helping. Here's some testimonials, right? So this is talking about how we helped Nicole go from 600 a month a year ago to now almost 7,000 a month in her coaching business. So it's just really cool to make sure that you're sharing about, and then you could do client interviews so that, you're constantly and consistently at least one time a week talking about social proof, sharing testimonials and so on. Another cool thing you can do over here on the left-hand side is you can have featured photos here on the left-hand side. Let's see, where are they? Here they are. Testimonials. So when you run these in your story, there's a button you can click on to add to your highlights. And then, so then when anyone comes to your account, they can click on this and they can come through. And now I have hundreds of testimonials in here that anyone can come and click through and see all of these amazing client wins and client testimonials. So that is a really awesome place to share all of the client wins, client testimonials there. And then when we look at Instagram, it's pretty similar where they have the highlights along the top, right? So we can see who's watching us. Make sure that your bio is updated with your I help statement with, a link. And then also after your name, make sure it says exactly what you do. So I have business mentor for nurses and health pros. And then these are similar to the highlights on Facebook, right? So they're all these awesome testimonials. So anytime I run a testimonial in a story, then I save it and plug it there. And then I've got my 3 pinned posts. So for pinned posts, what's really good is like telling your story, talking about your program and how you help people. So that way it's at the very top. So find your best call to action posts and pin those to the top. So as we're looking through, the tiles on my Instagram, it's pictures of me. We want pictures of you everywhere. Like pretend like you're a celebrity. Share pictures of yourself all the time. And I know it feels really weird at first, but eventually you get used to it over time. And then the other place that we teach our clients how to grow is also on LinkedIn. So we cover everything across the board: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, how to start a podcast, and so on. So with LinkedIn, it's the same where you can share the same content. A lot of times static pictures do better on LinkedIn. So you might want to share static pictures instead of reels, but we do both. And so, this is another place that you can grow, especially like our nurse career coaches do very well on LinkedIn. So if you do any type of career coaching, LinkedIn is a really great place to be. So I hope that was helpful for you to see some specific examples of social media and what specifically you can share, and just seeing like the different types of content that you can do. Perfect. So if you don't know how to do these things, or if this feels pretty foreign to you, or you really wanting to improve and up level your skills and your social media, then go ahead and click the link to book a call. A static post is just like a picture, just a regular picture there's no movement. It's not a video. Yeah. So go ahead and click the link to book a call about how to work with us. So Cassie will drop that link again. Make sure that you get on our calendar today, because bonuses will expire today. And now drop a number 3 if you would love to learn how to have clarity in your messaging and your niche so that you can turn strangers into clients. So let me know, drop a 3 if you'd love to turn more strangers into clients. So your niche is the problem that you solve. What is the main result that you give to your clients? Who are you actually speaking to? What exact problem do you solve? Why should they choose you? I talked about how facts tell, stories sell. So tell stories about who you are, what you believe in, why they should hire you, not the next person. What makes you different? What makes you unique? What do you believe in? Speak your truth, be bold, right? And how to move people from stranger to client. So you have to build that trust, that desire, that action. So showing up consistently in your marketing, live video, pictures of you, reels, stories, talking to the camera. People need to know who you are. And then also building relationships. So make sure you're engaging with their content. You are commenting on, their posts every once in a while, having conversations with them in the DMs. That's really where the magic happens. So if you don't know exactly what to say in DMs, how to invite someone to a discovery call, or what specifically to say on a discovery call, then we cover all of that in our academy at length with lots of scripts teaching you exactly what to do. So drop a number 4 if you'd love to learn how to show up on social media, even if you're scared. Let me know, because it's normal to be scared in the beginning, even later on and down the road into your business. There's a lot of times when we feel nervous or anxious. So let me know, drop a number 4 if you'd love to learn how to show up even when you're scared. So I talked about how I left that, I left nursing with my network marketing, and then I left network marketing with to start my own business. And both of those times were very scary for me. I was very scared. And when I first started posting on social media, I was so nervous. I remember making my first post and my first video, and I was sweating so bad because I was so scared. But like I talked about, my fear of staying stuck was greater than my fear of posting on social media. So you just really have to step into that courage. The more that you do it, you just have to rip the Band-Aid. And the more that you do it, the more comfortable and confident you become. Just like anything in life, right? The more that we practice something, the better we become. And it's the same thing with posting. The more that we post, the better that we become, because we learn how to tweak it, how to improve it, how to make it better with practice. But we can't sit there and not post and get better because we're not learning how to make it better if we're not posting anything, So really just step into that courage and know that you are serving, right? When you can shift your mindset to, I'm serving, how can I help someone? What's something I can post that would be helpful for someone today? And so on. So if you have never read Motivation Manifesto, I strongly recommend it. This is my favorite book. And there's a whole chapter on fear. So if you feel like fear is holding you back, this book will be excellent for you. He has a part in this book where he says, fear wins or freedom wins. So if we are not free, if we're not genuinely expressing our full personality or pursuing our true desires, it's because we are choosing to act from aversion rather than ascension. So make sure that you're choosing freedom and not fear, right? So let me know in the chat, in the comments, if you're choosing freedom and not fear. One of the scriptures that I love is Isaiah 41, 8-10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And just know that you will be strengthened. You will be lifted up. And, whatever you believe in, having that faith and that trust is everything in building your business. So really lean into that faith and that trust. Perfect. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Academy, and definitely click the link to book a call with me or Corey or Helen. We'd love to chat with you more about your goals and what you would love to accomplish. So if you are a nurse, a coach, or a health professional ready to build a thriving, profitable business, get more clients, grow your income, then this is what it's all about. Our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy is the premier sales and marketing business mentorship, helping you build a solid foundation to scale your sales, your marketing, and your systems for next level freedom. So if you're really wanting a more flexible schedule to work from anywhere, travel more, be your own boss, get on the path to replace your income, have more time with your family, more purpose, being able to do what you want when you want, then this is what it is, right? So inside of our academy, you're getting one-on-one coaching in a small group setting. We max our cohorts at 5 people to make sure that you are getting customized, personalized advice and help. You're in a chat thread with me. You can ask me questions at any time. Our calls are around your schedule. I lead all of those calls in your cohort where I am speaking directly to you about your wins, your goals, what you're working on. So very close proximity. I know about you, about your family, about your business. We have live calls all the time. We bring in experts as well. So we have a mindset coach. We have our graphic designer who does trainings all the time on, branding, logos, website, funnels, sales pages. And then we bring in industry experts all the time too. So I had my 8-figure coach come in a couple weeks ago and speak. We have multiple 7-figure coach coming in next week to speak. She's a mindset coach, Tracy Litt. She's amazing. And we also have an attorney that we're partnered with who helps licensed professionals stay safe as they're growing their businesses, to make sure that you are protected. You have all of the legal forms and documents and everything you need to make sure that you are safe. So you are going to receive expert support in your niche, your offers, legal foundations, up-leveling your social media, your online presence, strengthening your sales skills, creating systems that support sustainable growth, and also how to attract and convert those premium clients. We'll teach you how to create multiple offers. So a signature program that is very comprehensive, and then also a lower ticket offer that is like a trust builder to help them know, like, and trust you if they need that before they step into your main offer. So you don't need a big audience. I have a very small audience in comparison to the amount of revenue that we've generated. And when I first started, like I told you, I had 200 friends on Facebook. So it can definitely be done. You just need the right mentorship and a proven path. We're very selective in who we choose to accept as clients. We have a very safe bubble around our academy students. We do not let people in who are negative, who complain, who are not coachable, who aren't willing to put in the work. So make sure that you are kind, you're coachable, you're willing to listen and implement. That's who we choose to work with. If you want a business that lights you up and gives you freedom, then this is exactly what I can help you do. So make sure, again, you send me a friend request, you send me a message in Facebook Messenger. And now let's go ahead and do a giveaway. So we are going to do a $3,000 prize giveaway. So drop your first and last name in the chat or on Facebook if you're watching there to be a part of the giveaway. I'm giving away $3,000 in cash prizes. So if you'd love to be a part of this, go ahead and type your name down there. And so basically how this works, so I have Tammy, Tachana, wonderful to see you both. Thank you for joining today. I see Darlene on the call today. Great to have you here. And Sandy's in our academy. She just joined and we're so excited for Sandy. And I see on Facebook, Tina, Christina, Christy, Janet, Angie, Jeannie, Jackie. I see Kaya and Jennifer, Tasha, all watching. Thank you so much for joining. So let me know if you'd love to be a part of this cash prize giveaway. So how this works is you get $1,000 credit to apply towards our academy, and it expires today. So you have to book a call with us today in order to get this. So we have Tammy and Tachana. You both have achieved, no problem. See you, Sandy. So you have both earned the $1,000 credit for the academy. So congratulations to Tammy and Tachana. Woohoo! So awesome. Okay, cool. So I also have a fast acting bonus. If you book a call today and join by tomorrow, you will have $500 credit to use towards the academy. We also have flexible payment plans and funding available. So we even have funding available for you, even if you have a low credit score, if you're unemployed, if you have no income. Like, there are lots of different ways that you can still work with us. We also have my cash flow kickstart that would allow you to step in and get a couple of calls with me. So lots of different ways that we can work together. But congratulations to Tammy and Tachana. Be sure to book a call. Like I said, that $500 off the academy expires tomorrow. And for our 2 winners, that $1,000 expires today. So I told you all about the academy, how incredible it is. I've worked with over 400 professionals, helping them start and grow their businesses in the academy. So this is a proven system that works. This is a roadmap, a blueprint with checklists to follow. It's very step-by-step. The content is dripped. There's extensive curriculum. And like I said, you are surrounded by our team. We have over 70 years of combined experience in high-ticket coaching, leadership, funnels, branding, everything. So who we choose to work with are the people who are the ones who don't make excuses. They're ready to and willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. right? They're not in it for a few months and quit. They're not in it till it gets hard and they quit. They're not wishy-washy and they don't have to think about it. We work with women who are ready to go, who are ready to change their family's future and ready to do whatever it takes. So that's who we choose to work with. This is high-level elite coaching. This is not your grandma's coaching. And this is not a program that's run by someone who's brand new to coaching, right? I've been doing this for 11 years. So if you are bound and determined to make it happen, then book a call with us. We'd love to have you with us in the academy. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you a Venn diagram of some of the things that the academy covers. It's impossible to share everything just because it is so extensive, but this will give you a great visual on some of the things that we cover in the academy. So 3 phases to grow your business for more freedom. We cover business startup, vision, legalities, and course creation. We also have many clients who come in who already have their business put together. So we help you take it to the next level. So wherever you're at, we meet you wherever you're at. And I give you specific personalized one-on-one coaching in the small groups setting and in our live chat thread with any questions you have so that it's very custom and personalized to you. So examples of this, Helen came to us wanting to transition from an MLM health coaching to her own business. She came into our academy and she replaced her nurse case manager income in 2 months of starting and earned $100,000 in her first year. So she's a 6-figure coach. She's also one of our client success coaches, and Helen is amazing. You will love her. Lacey was a pick nurse. She had no business background. She wanted to learn how to use social media. She earned $6,400 in 1 week of launching and $111,000 in 7 months. She's now doing over $100,000 months in her IV hydration business. We cover marketing, so social media, content, ideal client. Some examples of this. Corey came to me wanting to start her coaching business back up after taking 2 years off due to cancer treatments. I helped her triple her coaching income in 1 year and grow her business to 10K months. She's been working full-time in her coaching business now for the last 4 years, earning 10K months, working about 20 hours a week. We have Carla. She was in the video at the very beginning. She had no social media accounts. She emailed me out of the blue asking how she could be in the academy. And so we helped her learn exactly how to start social media. And now she has viral videos on social and YouTube and went from $0 to $8,000 months. So how to find clients. We teach you how to launch, how to scale, how to grow your business, and then also how to conduct discovery calls that end up with paying clients. So examples of this, Terry completed a nurse coach certification program. It did not teach her how to set up her business, how to use social media, or get paying clients. Now she has her business all set up. She's doing amazing, and she's signing multiple $5,000 clients. So just know that nurse coach certification programs will not teach you how to build your business, how to get clients, or how to post on social media. All they do, they teach you textbook theory, basically, and also require you to do like 40 hours of free coaching. They prepare you to sit for the exam, right? So they're not teaching you how to build your business. So I just want that to be really clear. Christy worked with another coach for a year. She had 0 paying clients. She came to us, earned over $5,700 in her first month, and I helped her go from 0 to $148,000 in 8 months. And she's still thriving, doing incredible. She does career coaching for nurses, and she's awesome. So when you put it all together, this creates clarity, confidence, cash, and ultimately freedom. So that is a little diagram of, what some of the things that we cover in the academy. So hopefully that was helpful for you to see a visual on that. The last thing that I want to share with you today and leave with you is just understanding that if you're trying to create something by yourself, you'll only get so far. I know this because I tried, right? It won't take long before you realize that you can go so much farther, so much faster by hiring someone who has done what you want to do, who knows how to help you. And like I said, we've shaved off months and years of our students' time in starting and growing their businesses than if they had tried to figure it out on their own. So if you're really looking for speed, for, best practices in growing your business, then this is it, right? So get in rooms with people who are more successful than you. I've invested over $220,000 in business mentorship, trainings, education, and I love it. I always have a mentor. I'm always investing in my business education, and that is how you can scale your business so quickly. That's how I was able to go from 0 to 4 million in 6 years, right? So get in rooms with people who are more successful than you. This is my secret. The sooner, more consistently you invest in yourself and your business, your professional growth, the sooner you will be rewarded. So this doesn't look like going to free trainings, doing certifications. This looks like hiring a business mentor to help you take action on your business and know what to do in your business to grow your income. It's very different than taking a certification program, right? So the longer that you wait to invest, the sooner your competition is getting better and smarter because they had the courage to invest and take action. If you're sitting, watching, waiting, you are losing time and money. Money can be replenished, time cannot, right? We cannot get time back. So whatever your dream is, do it now. It has an expiration date. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Come to my DMs, message me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn with the word Academy. For more info, book a call. I know we shared that link several times. So I'm really excited to connect with you, hear more about your goals. But thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you have an awesome day, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you. Take care. Bye, Tammy. Bye, Cassie. Bye, Darlene. Bye, Tachana. Take care.